Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Murphy. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pass rush closing in. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Boy, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. If you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like the defense has it.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. There's the handoff. Brought down short of the end zone at the 3.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll run it here. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Bringing it out, it's Murphy. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Man, I love that they continue to go back to this talented wide receiver. That's back-to-back plays with big gains, and it's not surprising. Like I said, The scouting report all week long, we heard about this guy's ability to make plays against this defense, and the quarterback and the receiver right now have a nice rhythm going.
Catch made all the way down inside the 35.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if a quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Same tailback, another carry. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run, and an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
And he's finally tackled at the 3, defense getting pushed backwards.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Here comes the point after, it sounds. And there's the point after. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Fires it on the move. And he pulls it in for a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Fights through the tackler. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a 1st down here on this next play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And the freshman making an impact play there.
This is good pressure by the defense, and it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. And that is no good. The game's still tied here in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
They'll hand it off. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll give it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Of course, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
Looking to pass here on second down. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's an out route, the catch made. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Ducks pick up enough for a first down here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pass hauled in inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. See if they can convert the point after. PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's field. The returner trying to create good field position here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Well, he scrambled and scrambled, doesn't get the ball away, and is finally dropped for a sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play.
Oh, that one's picked off. Touchdown, Oregon. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. And they'll set up for the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. Michigan offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
But that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
The linebacker shifting around now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Oh, and it's dropped. A crucial play there on 3rd down. Brings up 4.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he's hit just before the throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And the sophomores got him for a sack.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pop over the middle. It's Murphy. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-7 game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Wade. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. The Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
The offense failed earlier in a 4th-down attempt. They'll try it again here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Snags a quick throw. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. So the offense with a 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Return begins inside the 10. And they've got the returner corralled. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? Do they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? Quick throw to the left. It's a bullet, but incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Running back has it on the screen now. The pickup is 6 yards, so 3rd down and 4 now.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
With 3rd down and short, they decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
trying for a fourth down completion. He's escaping the pocket now. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to launch it deep again. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to begin the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 6th.